So for this sketch I will use these 3 markers for the wooden texture. Maybe I will also use a couple of gray markers from Style File for these roundings, but our primarily focus will be these 3 wooden markers. So first I would like to show some light and shadow areas. That's why first I want to darken some areas. So let's imagine that our light source, it's positioning to the left and like in front of this table. That's why the lightest part of this table will be this one, and the darkest will be the top, the tabletop, which is very unusual, and this one is gonna be also in shadow. So let's make this upper part a little bit darker. So once again, I forgot to put something beneath because I don't want this sketch suffer from marker blurring. So we can darken it a little bit. All right. Then next I will kind of distribute markers throughout the sketch. So I will put it here and there, like, because 3D effect you can get from reflexes. So you always want to show some reflexes. I will put it here. Maybe I will put it even to the lights, even to the background, maybe this door. Let's do it in this color, something like that. And when I'm satisfied with this color, I switch to the next one. And with this one, I'm going to make some wooden patterns. So this table, it looks like it was made out of kind of bricks of wood, if you can imagine. So let's imagine little wooden bricks, and one is on top of the other. I will quickly show them. And actually, for when you need really straight lines, I recommend you to use not brush nib but wide nib, because you can see lines look so much sharper with it. So I create some sharp lines, and here we also will have some nice sharp straight lines. Plus I will add this pattern here. All right, so this is beautiful, beautiful wooden texture. Also, I would love to, now as you can see, I opened my brush nib once again, and I want to darken some parts, some bricks, because you know that wood is such a versatile texture. Some pieces of it are really darker than others. It's my favorite texture, and already I will start to show these typical wooden lines, something like that. And you can see that instantly this this table looks like it's made from wood. So we realize that this is not marble table, this is not metal table, right? We can understand that this guy is made out of wood. And in interior design sketching, it's really important to not to spend too much time perfecting your lines. It's not a photography exercise, right? We don't want to create it as photographical that another person cannot understand that this is drawing, not photography. So we want our sketches to be like lively and pretty quick, because as interior designers we usually very busy and we don't have too much time for hand rendering. Or maybe you're not an interior designer, but maybe you are a hand renderer or sketch artist. Maybe you are an architect, or maybe you simply want to master hand rendering and sketching because you love it. Alright, so now I will make some background, and I will start with this VG3 color. So VG stands for warm gray number 3, and I want to create some background. So once again we create energetic lines, and I really want you to put some energy in your lines. So first, how to put some energy in your lines? First you imagine the line in your head, and then you make a sharp movement. That's how it works. It really, you guys, works beautifully for interior sketching. Maybe I'll put some shadows here. Also, I want to color this flooring area, and here I would love to create really fast lines with my gray marker. So also I want to unite the sketch by doing these lines, and then I switch to darker gray color. This time it's NG4, neutral gray number 4. And as you can remember, our light source is here to the left, and that's why our own shadows of the object will be happening to the right side, on the right side of our chairs. So I go much deeper about all these concepts in my video course. Base is for beginners and Pro is for advanced. You can find all the information on my website, of course. So here it's kind of a quick introduction to interior design drawing. Plus, I think I want to darken this. It's a fireplace. It's actually a beautiful fireplace, and I do love the style of this kitchen. So let me know in the comments, you guys, do you love the style of this kitchen? Or maybe you love something more cozy, maybe you love French Provence, because I really love this kind of kitchen. I would love to have something like that myself. So maybe it's my real kitchen in the future, my dream kitchen. So that's it, and here maybe let's show some drop shadow on the ceiling. I think I want to darken a little bit this area around these chairs, so we can put some, so it will look like there is some own shadow or drop shadows happening beneath them. So I will do some nice strokes with my wide nib of the marker, and I really want this part of chair to look darker, especially on the foreground. So I will put several layers to these 3 chairs, which are the closest to my eyes. Maybe I want to make effect of reflection from the table. So we are actually pretty much done with this sketch. It's not a very long process, so that's great effect of reflection. So, all right, so let's see what else do we want to add. Maybe some shadows here to our lights. And maybe I want to add a very, very light color, something like Copic Chow E02. Some people call it Copic Xiao, but I call it Copic Chow, like Italians call it, and it's canary yellow, because I want to add some beautiful light effect here. And maybe I want this light drop also here. You can see how quickly this effect enlivens the entire sketch. It gives it this liveliness. So let's see what do I want to add. And finally, I think I'll go back to my regular pencil, and I want to make this little kind of bricks of wood a little bit sharper, so a little bit more precise, as you can see. So my friends, we're almost done. Please put your questions in the comments, because I will answer them during this live stream. You can ask me questions maybe regarding markers or marker paper or like shading techniques, or maybe you have some questions regarding my video courses and interior design drawing. So if you have some question in your mind, please don't hesitate. And there are no silly questions, you know. There are no silly questions. So what the final thing that I want to do is to put some drop shadows. So if we have light somewhere here, then that means that we will have our drop shadows from the chairs on this frontal plane of the table. And finally, I think I will use pretty dark color of gray, school gray number 8, and I want to make some final strokes with it. So I want to darken this area. I want to make it bolder. And some of you know that this is my favorite ever. It's my favorite stage of interior design drawing, because I love so much adding some details. I love adding some contrast. So here we go. We have here some firewood, and also I forgot to render these chairs here. So let's quickly show that these are chairs. And yes, that's it.